Have you ever been camping? Camping is when you stay outside, you even sleep outside in a tent or in a motorhome, or some people even camp in a hammock hanging in the trees. Can you imagine that? Camping can be a lot of fun. You cook outside and eat outside, and it's just a time to get away from your house and enjoy the great outdoors. This week, we're going to read a story called Our Camping Trip. And we're going to hear a little bit about camping. Let's get started. We're going on a camping trip tonight. I'm excited for all the fun we're going to have outside. Okay, I see. This looks like it might be a tent. They have a covering over their tent. Here's a person, and I see that they are outside. Look, here's trees back here and the great big night sky. So cool. We're going camping in the woods. Once we get there, we need to set up the tent we will sleep in. After we set up the tent, we're going to go fishing at the lake. You have to stay quiet when you're fishing so you don't scare the fish away. Have you ever been fishing? That would be a fun activity to try. We need to build a campfire to cook on and to keep us warm. I help by collecting sticks, leaves, and branches. The adults lit the campfire with matches. There's their campfire. My parents cooked the fish we caught on the campfire. It was delicious. So it looks like they must be cooking this. Maybe they have some food that might be their fish wrapped up in tinfoil, and they set it on that hot fire to cook it. For dessert, we roasted marshmallows on the campfire to make s'mores. Yum. After dessert, we told stories and talked around the fire. Then we went to sleep in our tent. When we woke up, we built another fire to cook breakfast on. We made breakfast burritos. Ooh, that sounds good. After breakfast, we went for a hike. We saw deer and squirrels on our hike. So these are all things that we would do camping, hiking, cooking, making a fire. The last activity we did on our camping trip was canoeing. I had so much fun on our camping trip. Well, that does sound like fun, doesn't it? If you enjoy the outdoors, that would be a good time. All right, let's check out our questions. Where did the story take place? Did it take place in a car, in the woods, or in the city? Where were they? They were in the woods, right? They were in the woods. And here's our picture of we can see the camp setup is in the woods or in the trees. What items were used to build the campfire in the story? So they said what they used to make a fire for their story. So here it says food. So I do see food on the fire, but that's not how they made it. This is a gasoline can. Nope, they wouldn't have used that. That's very dangerous. We never put gas by a fire. Very dangerous. And here I see someone working with some sticks. It says sticks, leaves, and branches. That's what they would use to build a fire. Sticks, leaves, and branches. Probably mostly little sticks is how we can get it started. Someone can help get a fire started. Was the campfire in the story used for cooking and to stay warm? Yes or no? Was the campfire for cooking and for staying warm? Yes, it was. Can you point to yes? That's it right there. Yes. And last question. Did they sleep in a house on the camping trip? Did they sleep in a house on the camping trip? Remember, they were outside. So were they in a house? No, they were not. Point to no. They were outside. In the camping trip in this story, they slept in a tent. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that story. Maybe some of you have been camping before. I enjoy camping. Have you been camping?